Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast, Season 2, Episode 107. And in this episode, we're going to do the Week 5 reviews of the Neighbours reboot, which includes Episodes 17, 18, 19 and 20, as well as I'll show you the behind-the-scenes videos that were also released following those episodes. So, the first review I'm going to do is Neighbours Reboot Episode 17, which is Episode 8920. The episode starts off with a previously recap followed by the title sequence. Mackenzie is jealous of Haz's date with Billy. Mackenzie tells Haz and Billy about her upcoming date. Jane suggests to Wendy that she should sort out her issues with Cara as soon as possible. Carl tells Susan about Teresa's job offer. Mackenzie tells Holly about her date. The Varga Murphys talk to Jane about the backlash the school is facing. Sadie and Wendy talk about their snooping. Carl and Susan talk about Teresa's retirement experience versus Owensboro High. Wendy tells Andrew that JJ didn't steal her watch and about Sadie's snooping. Mackenzie collides with Eden, who is Holly's ex-boyfriend. Wendy and Andrew talk to the Varga Murphys about the watch situation. JJ apologises to the Rodwells. The Rodwells apologise to JJ. Cara yells at Wendy for her actions. Carl and Susan talk about Harold. Jane talks to Carl and Susan about Teresa's motives. And Andrew tries to reassure Wendy. Haz tells Billy about how he met Trevor. Haz messages Mackenzie about her date. JJ goes to the Rodwells to apologise for his and Carl's behaviour. Mackenzie faints into Eden's arms. Eden helps Mackenzie get sober again, and the episode finishes off with a coming up trailer. Next up will be the first behind the scenes video that was released for this selection of Neighbours episodes.
It's a very exciting day. Do you know why? Because it's opening titles day. We've got a pool party. We've got it all going on. Follow me.
What's up?
Super excited. Woo! Cheers to my first ever Neighbours opening titles.
Paul and Jane sitting by the pool enjoying the party.
My opening title look. Here we go. Am I fired?
I'm arriving at the pool party, sweetie. I'm arriving.
I also have to be a dog wrangler as well.
So that was a wrap for my first ever opening title. Get out of here.
Next up is my review of the Neighbours Reboot Episode 18, which is Episode 8921. The episode, as usual, starts off with the previously recap and the title sequence. Eden and Mackenzie talk about their love lives. Eden is looking for a job. Eden gives Mackenzie his number. Byron asks Jane to join him and Reese for brunch. Byron reassures Jane he isn't leaving anytime soon. Mike writes a love letter to Jane and Jane reads it. Reese insults Jane's long-standing friendship with Paul to Paul's face. Mackenzie talks to Haz, Billy and Holly about meeting Eden. Holly comments on Billy being too nice. Holly tells Mackenzie she has deleted nearly every photo of her ex. Therese and Toadie talk about retirement experience and the school most likely closing down. Toadie goes to work. Paul introduces Therese to Hilary. Hilary comments on Paul not visiting her. Paul wishes Therese good luck. Sam and Jane meet Reese. Jane questions Reese on her travel plans. Sadie is excited about hearing about Mackenzie meeting Eden. Sadie convinced Mackenzie to text Eden. Jane meets Hilary. Jane tells Hilary about Therese's true plan for the retirement experience. Hilary wants to go home. Jane tells Sam, Reese and Byron about meeting Hilary. Reese helps Jane to hopefully stop Erinsborough closing. Erinsborough High closing even. Mackenzie and Eden meet again. Mackenzie gives Eden a lift to the vineyard. Byron and Reese talk about Jane. Byron gives Reese a tour of Ramsey Street. Byron introduces Trevor to Reese. Leo hires Eden. Mackenzie tells Eden she is trans. Mackenzie and Eden organise a date. Holly and Sadie question Haz about Eden. Tony talks to Byron and Reese about Therese using the office in the complex. Tony talks to Carl about Paul's questionable motives, and the episode finishes off with a coming up trailer. So my thoughts on this episode is I love the return of Hilary and her opposition towards Therese's retirement experience, and I like that Jane likes Reese. But yes, coming up next will be a few clips that have been released on social media from episode 18 or episode 8921 overall. Next up is my review of The Neighbours Reboot episode 19, which is episode 8922. The episode starts off with a previously recap and the title sequence. Susan and Therese talk about Harold's adventures and Therese's job offer to Carl. Tony tells Therese about his questions over Paul's motives. Reese tells Byron she enjoyed his tour. Reese recounts her childhood to Byron. Byron tells Reese he loves her and then abruptly leaves. Therese doesn't believe Tony's theory. Therese and Tony question Paul over his true intentions. Mackenzie works out Sadie and Holly's plan. Holly texts Eden on Mackenzie's behalf. Mackenzie overthinks Eden's response. Holly and Sadie instruct Mackenzie to get changed. Byron tells Haz he told Reese he loves her. Haz gives Byron some advice. Eden meets Sadie and Haz. Paul tells Carl he feels guilty for his behaviour towards Therese. Therese hatches a plan to work out Paul's intentions, and Sadie questions Eden about his life choices. Eden talks to Haz about Harold. Byron and Reese discuss. No, that's not right. Yeah, it is. Byron and Reese discuss Byron telling Reese he loves her. Reese tells Byron she's in love with him too. Therese plays Paul money. Paul explains his intentions to Therese. Susan gives Carl a present. Eden tells Mackenzie he can't join her, Haz, Sadie and Holly. Susan tells Harold Carl is joining him on his train adventure. Carl shows Susan the blue box, and the episode finishes off with a coming up trailer. My thoughts on this episode is that I like that Paul is turning slightly, just a smidge, good. Next up will be my review for episode 20, which will be episode 8923. So this episode starts off with a previously recap as well as the title sequence. Reese asks Paul about recycling a lost property. Reese answers a call from her dad. Remy's car has been smashed by a brick being thrown through a car window. Tony tries to distract Therese with tracksuit bottoms. Therese initially objects. JJ and Dex tell Carl and Remy about being bullied at school. Leo is volunteering at the foundation. Reese finds the lost property boxes at the foundation. Andrew talks to Carl and Remy about the smashed window. JJ and Dex listen in. Dex offers to help with Andrew's investigation. Therese is now wearing the tracksuit bottoms. Therese and Tony watch a movie. Tony is crying. Andrew leaves the Mark and Murphys. Wendy brings a box of stuff to the foundation. Leo laughs at seeing Therese in tracksuit bottoms. Wendy suggests that Andrew should give JJ a driving lesson. Reese is searching for a jewellery piece in the shape of a sun. Reese finds it. Andrew gives JJ a driving lesson focusing on parallel parking. Remy encourages Cara to check in with Dex. Andrew tells JJ about his parents. Andrew asks JJ if he and Dex have been bullied before. Andrew offers to buy JJ an ice cream. Andrew goes to get the ice creams. JJ starts to cry. Therese and Tony resume the movie. Once Andrew returns, JJ has disappeared, and the episode finishes with a coming up trailer. My thoughts on this episode is I like that male emotional vulnerability is being explored and normalised. Next up will be the remainder of the social media videos, clips, and behind the scenes stuff that were released for the 5th week of the Neighbours reboot.
Hey everyone, I have seen your thoughts on Nell, and some of you are really loving shifty, naughty Nell, and some aren't too fond of it either. I'm really loving all your lovely comments. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm absolutely loving playing Nell. It's been amazing. So keep watching because there's a lot more great stuff to come.
Because the thing about it, the reason I had the beard and the long hair is because I'd finished the show. I was moving on, and I'll be absolutely 100% honest with you, it was born out of laziness. Stefan, the actor, was never allowed to have Paul with a beard because at the time I asked if I could have a beard. I think every other guy in the show had a beard, and Jason, our EP, went, nah, I don't think so. Well, they were my Ramsay Street revelations. Guess I'll see you around. Welcome back to Robinson's Roundup of the Week. It's me again. Wendy Rodwell has been looking a bit worried this week. What's that all about?
I wanted a career. I wanted to know the feeling of walking out the door and having people respect me. But that's just passed me by.
Meanwhile, Reese is still in Erinsborough. How do I get rid of her? Any ideas? Please? Teresa's still trying to keep me at arm's length. I mean, what's that all about, eh? Honestly. Teresa, come on, wake up. It's me. Oh, God, Teresa and Toadie seem to be blissfully happy. Get me a bath bucket, will you? Oh, that's it for my roundup of little gems for the week. Catch you next time.
Yes, so those were the remainder of the behind the scenes videos that were released for the 5th week of the Neighbours reboot. So yes, that's actually it for this episode. But before I go, remember to like, comment and subscribe. And in the comments below, the question I'm asking in this episode is, if you watched these episodes of Neighbours, what did you think? What was your favourite? If you didn't, how do you like the behind the scenes stuff, and do you like my reviews of it? Let me know in the comments below. But that's it for the Everything Podcast Season 2 episode 107. Goodbye.